Spain and Denmark. Two nations with centuries of history, crowned in tradition, bound by power, and always watched by the world. Royal weddings have always been grand, but what if I told you this upcoming union is unlike anything the world has ever seen? Because behind the glittering crowns and centuries-old ceremonies lies a wedding that could reshape the future of European monarchy itself. And here's the shocking truth. While most royal weddings are about pageantry and spectacle, this one carries the weight of politics, diplomacy, and dynasties converging. It's not just about love, it's about two kingdoms preparing for the grandest royal wedding ever. So, let us journey together into Spain and Denmark, where preparations for this extraordinary moment are unfolding, and where every detail reveals more than meets the eye. The first whispers began quietly, in palaces guarded by tradition. Princess Leonor of Spain, heir to the Spanish throne, and Prince Christian of Denmark, heir to the Danish throne. Two young royals raised under the watchful gaze of their nations, suddenly seen together, sparking questions that could no longer be silenced. Was this a friendship? Was it duty? Or was it destiny unfolding before our eyes? As the world speculated, insiders confirmed what few dared to believe. Preparations had begun for a royal wedding so vast, so intricate, that it could eclipse even the most legendary nuptials of the past. But why now? Why these two? And what does this mean not only for Spain and Denmark, but for Europe, and even for the future of monarchy itself? To understand the magnitude of this moment, we must go back in time. Spain, the proud kingdom, with its ancient monarchy that weathered wars, dictatorship, and the challenges of modern democracy. Princess Leonor, barely stepping into adulthood, has already shouldered responsibilities that many twice her age could not bear. She represents continuity, hope, and the survival of an institution many had written off. And then Denmark, the oldest continuous monarchy in Europe, led by Queen Margrethe, whose reign is synonymous with stability and strength. Prince Christian, grandson of this legendary queen, is preparing to inherit a legacy that stretches back over 1,000 years. Now imagine this, the heir to Spain's throne and the heir to Denmark's throne, united not just by love, but by a union that could redefine the very essence of monarchy in the 21st century. The preparations themselves reveal the gravity of this moment. Palaces in Madrid and Copenhagen are already in deep consultation. Spain's royal guard rehearses for a procession unlike anything seen in recent history. Denmark's royal designers prepare garments meant to honor both nations, merging Spanish opulence with Danish elegance. But the question that everyone keeps asking, who is leading these preparations? Behind the scenes, it is Queen Letizia of Spain and Crown Princess Mary of Denmark, two women who understand the cost of duty, the sacrifices of marriage into royalty, and the pressure that comes with global scrutiny. Both have taken personal roles in shaping the ceremony. Sources reveal that Queen Letizia is insistent on balancing tradition with Leonor's modern spirit, while Princess Mary is determined to ensure Christian's Danish heritage shines through. Yet this is where tensions quietly simmer. Because not every royal agrees with merging so many traditions. Some see this as a risk, a dilution of centuries of identity. Others whisper of politics, questioning if love is truly the center, or if the marriage is a subtle alliance meant to secure influence between two powerful monarchies. And so, the question deepens, is this a fairy tale? Or is it a strategic bond dressed in the language of romance? Look closely at the symbols chosen for the ceremony, and you'll find your answers. The cathedral in Madrid, already being polished to perfection, will be the site of vows. Yet, a Danish choir is scheduled to perform, merging the voices of two nations in one hymn. The dress, designed by a Spanish atelier, but rumored to carry lace handwoven in Denmark. Even the rings are said to carry gold sourced from Spain, and diamonds cut in Copenhagen. Every detail is deliberate, every element heavy with meaning. And every choice whispers a message. This is not just a wedding. This is history being written in silk, stone, and ceremony. But let us pause for a moment and ask, what does the public think? Because in an age where monarchies are often criticized, what role does such an extravagant wedding play in winning hearts, or in alienating them? In Spain, where economic struggles have often made lavish royal events controversial, the palace has promised transparency. They speak of tradition, of unity, of the people being invited to witness every step. In Denmark, where the monarchy enjoys some of the highest levels of public trust in Europe, the excitement is palpable, but so is the pressure. Danes expect authenticity, not just grandeur. Here lies the tightrope. Can this wedding satisfy both the need for spectacle and the demand for sincerity? And then comes the deeper layer, the families themselves. Princess Leonor, close to her mother, yet also mindful of her father, King Felipe VI, who knows the weight of a crown like no other. Prince Christian, raised with the steady hand of his grandmother, but also influenced by his mother, Crown Princess Mary, whose journey from commoner to queen in waiting inspires millions. Two young heirs, stepping into lives they did not choose, now choosing each other. And that choice, whether personal or political, shakes the foundations of European royalty. As preparations intensify, global leaders are being quietly notified invitations are drafted. Not just for royals across Europe, but for presidents, prime ministers, and diplomats from every corner of the globe. Because this wedding is not just about Spain and Denmark, it is about power, diplomacy, and the image of monarchy in the modern world. And so, the loop of curiosity continues. What will Leonor wear? Who will stand beside Christian as best man? What role will Queen Margrethe play, now that she contemplates stepping aside? And most importantly, will this marriage truly be the love story the world hopes for, or will it be remembered as the wedding that tied two crowns but left two hearts in question? As the clock ticks closer to the day itself, both Spain and Denmark are holding their breath. Streets are being decorated, cathedrals prepared, security tightened. The eyes of millions are waiting. And beneath the crown, behind the jewels, are simply two young people, Leonor and Christian, preparing to stand before the world, and to say words that will echo not just through history books, but through generations yet unborn. Because this is more than a wedding. It is a test, a symbol, a promise that in a world of change, love and tradition can still bind nations together. Spain and Denmark prepare for the grandest royal wedding ever. But what comes after the vows may be the real story.